Welcome back, everyone. As I mentioned on Monday, I wanted to review some older brainstorming sessions and read over my last journal entries for the previous 3 months before I asked ChatGPT to give me a tarot prompt and spread formation. I did that. Then I had a session. By the way, I call my chats sessions. I told ChatGPT what I learned from uploading the first 5 videos on the channel. I wanted to give it as much updated context as possible. That worked out well, and I received quite a bit of useful information. So much so that I decided to make a little mini video, this one, just to show you what the process looked like. Prompt 1. Knowing what you know about my creative process, channel concept, and goals for my original fiction, could you help me create a spread with label positions and meaning, and also a reading prompt that would give me some useful advice for the next year? I like it to be a Celtic cross spread or at least a 5 to 7 card spread. I like the reading to include discussions on hidden talents, subconscious influences, weaknesses, hurdles, and advice. Also, the deck that will be featured will be Ciro Marchetti's Oracle of Visions deck.
Short answer, up front, yes, I can help you craft a prompt that genuinely benefits from context. First, channel versus fiction, or both. Here's my honest read, knowing your process and your body constraints. If you separate channel and fiction right now, you'll feel pressure. If you merge them, you'll feel permission. Your channel is not a marketing arm for your fiction. It's a liminal surface where the fiction can breathe, fragment, and experiment. So I recommend framing the reading as, open quote, the creative path of this channel is an extension of my storytelling and world building over the next year. Close quote. That allows the cards to talk about format, voice, energy, constraints, hidden strengths, without forcing them to predict numbers, growth, or outcomes you can't control. Why Oracle of Visions works beautifully here. Ciro Marchetti's Oracle of Visions is symbolic, not prescriptive, psychologically rich, surreal, liminal, archetypal. It pairs extremely well with AI interpretation because it invites pattern recognition. It doesn't demand traditional tarot structure. It thrives on metaphor and narrative. So this is actually a very strong first experiment. Recommended spread, the Visionary Path spread, 7 cards. This gives you more nuance than a 5-card pull, but avoids the physical mental load of a full Celtic cross. You can lay this in a gentle arc or 2 rows, whatever feels easiest physically. Card positions. 1. The current lens, how I am currently viewing my creative path and channel. 2. The subconscious current, unspoken motivations, fears, or needs influencing my creation. 3. Hidden strength or talent, a creative ability or approach I may be underusing or overlooking. 4. The energy leak, a weakness, habit, or drain that could hinder sustainability if unaddressed. 5. The near hurdle, a likely challenge or decision point in the coming months. 6. Guidance for alignment, advice on how to work with my energy, body, and creative nature. 7. The emerging vision, what this channel and creative practice are becoming over the next year if I stay aligned. Shut the prompt. You can read this or paste it. You can tweak the wording to sound natural in your voice, but this is a solid core. AI Tarot Interpretation Prompt. Open quote, I am seeking an objective, symbolic tarot interpretation using the Oracle of Visions deck. This reading is for the next year of my creative practice, specifically my YouTube channel, as an extension of my storytelling, world building, and fiction projects. Please interpret the cards with attention to subconscious influences, hidden talents, energy management, creative sustainability, and narrative direction. I am not asking for predictions of success or failure, but for insight, pattern recognition, and guidance that supports long-term creative health and authenticity. When interpreting, prioritize metaphor, psychological symbolism, and creative strategy over fortune telling.
Prompt 2. Should I add the pulled cards interpretation from the little book inside the deck? into the prompt, and should I add Marchetti's foreword, which talks about the deck's imagery and themes?
Short answer: do not include the little white book interpretations in the prompt. Do include a very brief thematic note about the deck's philosophy if you want, but not the full foreword. Less is more here, but intentional less. Why you shouldn't include the card-by-card interpretations. Including the little book meanings would actually weaken the reading for what you're trying to prove and explore. Here's why. 1. It anchors the AI too tightly. You'd be feeding it a predefined answer set. At that point, the AI is synthesizing Marchetti's keywords, not reading the symbol system in context. 2. It undermines your stated theory. Your premise is that AI can recognize patterns, contextualize symbolism, offer objectivity beyond generic meanings. If you give it the meanings, skeptics could fairly say, it's just remixing the guidebook. 3. Oracle of Visions is designed for intuitive reading. That deck in particular invites psychological projection, surreal association, narrative weaving. Locking it into the LWB meanings flattens it. About including Marchetti's forward ray. This one is more nuanced. You don't need the full forward, but you can include a 1 or 2 sentence thematic framing if you want the AI aligned with the deck's intent rather than generic Oracle reading mode. Think of it as setting the genre, not the script. What I recommend instead, best of both worlds. Option A, no deck text at all, cleanest experiment. This is the purest test of your theory. You provide the deck name, the spread positions, the creative context, and let the AI work from image plus archetype position. This is the most defensible if you're positioning the video as an experiment. Option B, minimal deck framing, my preferred choice for you. Include something like this in the prompt. Open quote, the Oracle of Visions deck emphasizes psychological insight, archetypal imagery, and intuitive symbolism rather than predictive fortune-telling. Interpret the imagery as metaphorical and narrative in nature. Close quote. That's it. No card meanings, no long philosophy, just a compass heading.
Well, that's it for the highlights of my session with ChatGPT. I hope that you got something out of it. I'm really excited about doing the reading. Next, I want to talk about my layout. Yesterday, after my prompting session, I spent some time thinking about the formation of the cards, and this is the formation I've settled on for now. I want to sit with the cards and their meanings and really memorize them so that when I'm pulling the cards, I'll have that intention in my mind. Also, I'll put a bigger picture up when I finalize the layout. I'm not sure if I'll post the reading on New Year's Day or the day after. I like to take some time to analyze the reading and add my own interpretation to some of the cards. If that's the case, I'll post the video after the holiday. I may also talk about any changes in my channel's direction as prompted by the cards. So maybe it was something that the reading had in it that helped me to realize like how often I want to post and, give me some good ideas, especially since I hope to get some information about hurdles and subconscious barriers that I may be facing. So I'll take that into consideration too. Well, I guess that's all for this video. If I don't upload tomorrow, I wish you, your family, and your friends a memorable and safe New Year's. Bye-bye.